Dozens of labor-related bills. I thought he'd be reasonable.
Well, you were wrong about that.
Well, I didn't think he'd be insane enough to go on strike, and I didn't think the strike would last this long.
So you've been wrong twice about this. Why should I believe you're right about holding out?
We threatened collective bargaining in order to get performance standards and charter funding. That's the deal that we made. We took that stand. We lay down now, we lose it all. There'll be no reform, just an empty bill.
I understand the logic, Frank, but we're in damage control now.
But we can't close one wound by opening another.
But we're the Democrats. We're the ones who are supposed to be defending the teachers.
But you can't have it both ways, Linda. You can't have the reform you want and keep the teachers happy at the same time. You knew that when we started.
Okay, then if we have to choose, we choose to keep the teachers happy.
That is a mistake, Linda. We've already crossed the Rubicon.
I'm telling you this. The president wants to change the bill. We should have done it 3 weeks ago. We didn't. So you have to do it now.
Give me more time, Linda, please. If I can break this strike and get everything we want in this bill, can we agree that's preferable to folding?
Of course, if we can count on that.
Then count on me for just one more week. If the strike isn't over by then, I'll change the bill.
Frank?
No, one more week, that's all. This is the worst possible position to be in. If I water down the bill, the president will still see me as a failure. If the strike doesn't end in a week, I've forced myself into a corner. Only total victory will put me back in his good graces. The alternative is exile, which would mean the last 5 months were for nothing. I cannot abide falling back to square one.
Congressman need me, ma'am?
No, I just was wondering if you wanted a cup of coffee. I just brewed a fresh pot.
I'm good, ma'am, but thanks.
Are you sure?
My shift's done in a couple hours. I'll be fine.
You know, come on, stretch your legs. I won't take no for an answer. What did you do before you joined the leadership detail?
I was a cop here in D.C. Before that, I was in the Marines, ma'am. Thank you.
Did you serve overseas?
I did, ma'am. Bahrain, then Afghanistan. Served most of my second tour in the Korangal Valley. You want to know if I killed anyone?
I think I know the answer.
I got a dinner meeting with Birch. I'll be...
I invited him in for coffee.
Well, drink it fast. We leave in 5 minutes.
Down! Stay away from the windows!
You'll have 6 of my best men covering you around the clock.
I guess I'm wondering why we didn't at least have one of your best men covering us now.
He'll be disciplined, sir.
He shot a gun in a residential neighborhood. I want him fired.
There will be a full investigation and we'll take the necessary action.
Steve never would have let this happen.
Is he better yet? Because I would feel a lot safer if he was with us.
Unfortunately, he won't be coming back, sir.
I thought he just had a gallbladder infection.
He did. They found more. His pancreas, stage 4.
Jesus.
Oh, that's awful.
How much longer does he have?
Not long. A few weeks. At least that's what his wife told me.
We have to go see him. Can you get the information where he is?
Of course. I'll make sure you get it right away.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night. Front door? Yes. Your weapon. Your badge, too.
Am I suspended, sir?
You're the suspect on foot, and you fire your gun?
Sir, I realize
You know
that.
how this reflects on me? That one of our men could be so careless? Not only do you abandon your... You could have killed a bystander. That slug was found on somebody's front stoop. What if it went in their house? Your badge, Buciuman.
Two reasons, which are really the same reason. I was sick of working for other people, and I knew I could do a better job than my bosses. They kept trying to suppress me, shutting me out, so I said, fuck it, I'll do it my way.
And then you just quit?
Not like you did. I slaved away until I lined up the money to start Slugline.
Once Slugline gets big enough, what's the plan? Are you gonna sell it like Ariana?
Probably, and then who knows? Whatever the next adventure is. Maybe Shanghai.
So I shouldn't expect to have a job in 2 years?
Do you ever want to have any job for more than 2 years? What about you? What's your big plan?
I don't know yet.
Come on, Slugline is just a stepping stone.
You know what, I should take this.
Go, do your thing.
Hey, you have proof Spinella was behind it?
Put it in context. 3 weeks into a national teacher strike.
At the home of Francis Underwood, who has led the charge on...
There you go. Now post that before one of my neighbors calls a local 11 o'clock hack.
When do I see you next?
Background on this. I'm not your source.
You can't talk now?
No.
When?
Soon, with bells on.
What about more school books, less bricks?
No, it's too broad. We need a better soundbite. Something specific. Something that points the finger directly at Spinella.
He'll deny any involvement.
Well, of course he will. So how do we get around that?
We say he can't control his troops.
There's no evidence it was a teacher.
Who else could it be?
Look, he's going to shift blame for the strike back on Congress. No, we need something clear, something clean, something that sticks in your head.
Teachers need a lesson in self-restraint.
No, you're not hearing me. People like teachers. No, we need something that makes Spinella the villain. His lack of control, his inability...
Disorganized labor.
It's disorganized labor, plain and simple. When you've got angry teachers throwing bricks through congressmen's windows, you've got to blame the union leadership.
We'll be beefing up the security for the entire leadership, and I strongly encourage Marty Spinella to keep his people in line. This is starting to look like disorganized labor.
Do you really think Marty Spinella is to blame?
Whether Mr. Spinella is behind this or not, he might want to tone down the rhetoric before disorganized labor turns into organized crime.
No one can prove anything, so that's the most cogent response.
So go on TV and say that. You deplore violence in any form. It's Congress that should take responsibility.
I don't want to degenerate to Frank's level.
We need to kill this brick thing. It's distracting people from the issues.
She's right.
It'll eat up one cycle and it'll disappear.
No, this story is getting traction.
Support for the strike is dipping.
So's the president's approval rating.
But he gets to stay in the Oval Office another 3 years no matter